した読み方を、論考をその礎として物語全体を捉えるイメージから離れた読み方を、率直に言えば、ここでの私の目的は、ウィットゲンシュタインの哲学と素晴らしき日々との間に生じた癒着を剥がすことだ。このゲームを、それ自体の固有のテーゼを持つ独立した作品として確立したい。
1999年の7月、終わらないんだよ。20日に世界が終わる。いい？今から飛ぶのよ。力を取り戻すために、世界を救うために。20日に世界が終わるのに、突然なんてありません。やっていていいのでしょうか。世界が生まれた時から定められたことなのです。
聞くがよい。世界は20日で動くものどもよ。これは紛れもない真実だ。
全てを知り、そして全てを知らない間宮くんが好きだけどまだ言えないの。父さんはいなくならないって証明して。代償もなく願いを叶えられることなんてありえない。いずれ去る時には必ず言霊で心をねじ曲げることになる。あなたは今何色ですか？知らない。2日月曜日、賑やかな夜、ラジオに紛れそっとビート刻む。誰も気づかない、とてもかすかにそれは始まる。幾億年の時を超え、その続きで光に乗って不思議な出来事に僕らはためらったね。途方もないことが起きている。音波の構図の中におよ君を見つけたよ。淡い影だけの姿、何かを求め手を伸ばす。新世界のドア開け、真っ白夢に乗っていくつも海越えて強くなれるよ、優しくなれる。誰よりみんな知ってる神話のよう。桜舞う夜にもう一度夢を見よう。現実を脱ぎ捨て花になろう。遥かな風のささやき、耳を澄ませば
Hello, and welcome back to Aikome. Let's get started with today's read-through. I decided to wander around town again. While walking, I tried to overlay the scenery from that time. I feel like I vaguely remember it. I'm trying to trace memories I once cast aside myself. 7 years ago, what was waiting for me was a miserable ending, but still. I wonder how it'll turn out this time. Ever since I arrived on this island, I felt like someone's gaze on me. It seems they had no intention of hiding it either. I turned around and looked at the person casting that gaze. A woman was standing across the road. The woman glanced back at me. I waved her over with a slight motion of my hand. She looked slightly surprised but slowly walked toward me. I needed to talk to her once. And there was something I wanted to ask of her. Yo.
相内秀太
Oh, was she herself? What a strange place to meet you, Hoshi Marisu. Hoshi seemed clearly flustered by my attitude. She stared at me quietly. Why is she flustered? Suisei no Ko, are you one of them?
それで今さら私たちについて調べたところで得るものはないぞ
I don't know whose orders you're following, but what exactly do you want from me by luring me here? Do you want to kill me? You wouldn't understand? You wouldn't understand? Maybe I don't understand. What the fuck? What is it trying to say here? The feeling of being toyed with by fate, or whatever you call it. Okay, so that's correct.
お前は運命そのものを破壊しようとでも言うのか
Huh?
いや私に泣き言を話したところで得るものはないぞ
Don't say that. I didn't stop you just for that. I have a favor to ask of you. Obviously, by the way, obviously they didn't have much sprites for people. They didn't bother giving her additional sprite because she's still basically wearing her uniform. Well, it's kind of like half her uniform because only the skirts that looks like the uniform. The top's just like whatever polo shirt she has. So it could be anywhere. I have a favor to ask of you. Here's this Tegami. If something happens, I want you to give it to Arimura Romi.
消せないななぜよりにもよってお前を殺そうとしている私にそんなものを託す
Let's put it this way. For whatever reason, you all view me as a threat. You'll probably use every means possible to keep track of my movements. Eavesdropping, hacking, you use them all. If I were to leave a Tegami for someone at the last moment, you wouldn't just let it go. At worst, the person who receives the Tegami might be in danger too. Then I'll give it to you from the start. You can read it or do whatever you want with it. And it probably doesn't contain any information that would concern you. So, if it seems harmless to you, I want you to give this Tegami to the person it's addressed to.
理屈は通っている気がするがそれでもやはり自分を殺そうとしている相手に手紙を託すなど推挙だな
I believe in something called guilt. If you're human, that is.
いいだろう何も確約はできんがこの手紙は預かろう
That is very consistent with her personality, considering how she went in Shinobu's route. Arigato. I owe you one.
何
See ya.
おかしなやつだ
She's smiling.
遊んだ遊んだ
泳ぐのって疲れるよね
Dita-san, you were just drinking, weren't you?
失礼なちょっとは泳いだよ
each of us enjoy the sea and return to the
お
harbor.
腹空いたね。何か食べよう。
We could just eat here. There are a few shops
あ
around.
のね、ネットで調べたんだけど、近くにラーメン屋さんがあるんだって。
I like Ida for that.
怖いけど、そろそろ見ておきたい気もする。そのラーメン屋、行こうか。いただきまーす。いただきます。あれ？どうしたの？坂下さん、鼻からラーメン食べないの？つくん、あのデタラメって他の人にも伝わってたの？
Well, people are asking, what are Sakashida-san's conditions?
普通に答えてくれたらいいじゃない。あれ、デタラメなの？当たり前だよ。なんでそんな突拍子もない嘘を。
It was Katagiri's idea. You can punch her when she gets back.
採用したのはあやちくんなんでしょう。じゃあ本当の条件って何だったの？ロミちゃん。
Oh no, Romi, wait, how do you say the actual condition? Let's see.
私と同じように坂下さんにも条件がついてたんでしょ？
Remember, he also Wait, did he lie? Oh my god, I already forgot. Did he lie? I think he lied to Ino when he explained the condition for her. But obviously, Romi might say the actual one.
それは。
I gave Romi a look to stop her from saying anything unnecessary. I wonder if she understood it that way though.
分かってるよ。あやちくんからは普通のやつって聞いたよ。
Okay, Romi will play along with this.
普通って聞いたとき、とても微妙な気持ちになった。
Romi's smiling. She likes that bullshit as well. Romi's shoulders were trembling. Nah, Romi, why are you accepting it?
ごめん。
If we're being honest, it's because you came up with weird conditions in the first place.
それは悪かったよ。
Demo. I glanced sideways at Sakashita. Did I really fall for her at first sight? Even when I tried to recall it, it didn't click. Why did I convince myself that I fell for her at first sight? That's right, I saw Tsubasa. What was it again?
あ、
After finishing lunch, we wandered around a few nearby tourist spots, and then headed to the inn. Ryokan? Anyway. Then Sakashita stopped behind us and gazed at the sea. What's up?
見て。夕日が綺麗だね。
What did you say? The sunset is so beautiful. Under a line that's so normal to ever say out loud.
いいじゃない。変なところで驚かないでよ。
Are you maybe not normal?
だから変なことを考察しないで。
We stared at the sky for a while.
夢と現実の境目がだんだんとおぼろげになってきている。
Oh.
今の私にはいろんなことが分かりかけているの。
Sakashita?
ううん。本当はもう分かっている。
Okay, so obviously she's here deliberately. I think she didn't even bother recovering his memories about her actual nature. So right now he thinks things are kind of normal and all that. He probably doesn't even remember the part where she's a person who's sleeping in the viewing, if she is actually there right now and projecting.
でも分からないふりをして今すぐそこで彼女は眠り続けている。 次に起きた時はもう二度と戻ってこられないって知ってるから、1秒でも長くここに留まろうとしている。
You know, the funny thing is, she said the same thing with in her route. Like he met up with Aichi, and she felt like that was the last time she'll meet with him. And then that's not it. They actually meet again, and they had sex, and then the projection shit. What the hell is projection sex anyway? And then the next time was it stopped because Aichi did a thing, so she eventually understood how to use her powers. Well, she thought she had her powers turned off. She lost her powers until she remembered her conversation with Aichi. Anyway,
彼女はあゆちくんやみんなと一緒にいたいと思っている。
at least it's good to know that her true self is now designed to be with them.
それがきっと本心なんだ。
Sakashita was muttering to herself while looking down. It was that kind of moment where you could joke about her suddenly going crazy. Sakashita's profile looked so earnest and sad.
お願いがあるんだ、あゆちくん。
What do you want?
この島を早く去って。
に?
きっと彼女はあなたを傷つける。
Oh, so her true self will become. Oh, okay. They're gonna face her true self. Oh man. Unless they're talking about someone else. Sakashita. I don't know what you're talking about. No, somehow I feel like I understand it. You know everything. And that's why you're warning me seriously. Yeah, they might face off with Messiah. You know, it's gonna be a moment fight. Wait, when does he get to pilot his moment Einstein again though? When Einstein is back in, I don't know, man. But it's impossible. I can't go anywhere else now. Even if there's danger, if the truth is here, I had to go. No, your warning made me certain of it. The truth must be here, must be there. Then I'll go after all. To survive, even if it means.
そうだね。分かってた。あゆちくんはそう言うんだろうなって。あゆちくんとみんなと過ごせて楽しかった。
そっか。
彼女もきっとそれを全部忘れたりしないと思う。そのことがあゆちくんの力になる時が来るって。私はそのことを祈ってるよ。祈ることしかできないけど。
That's just how the world is, isn't it? If someone's praying for me, then I feel pretty reassured. Oh man, they're gonna face off with her for sure. We checked into the inn and went to our respective rooms. Naturally, the male and female rooms are separate, which meant I'd be in a single room by myself. Finally, some peace and quiet. I lay on my back on the tatami floor and took a deep breath. It seemed I'd fallen asleep without realizing it. I woke up to the sound of something moving. Someone was knocking the door.
あゆち、何してるの？
I'm just looking out the window.
一人で黄昏てないで来なよ。
It's time. No. This isn't a girl's room.
何赤くなってるの？
I'm not blushing.
あゆちがおかしなことするなんて思ってないよ。
I wouldn't. Besides, even if there were just Nishino, there's nothing I could do. She'd get the upper hand.
それはそうだね。うはは。
Ugh. Wow, this place is definitely bigger than mine. Over here, I was being stared at weirdly by the innkeeper all by myself.
女の子ぞろぞろと連れてやってくるんだもんね。
No, it seems like they thought I was part of another group and didn't realize I came here alone. They kept asking all sorts of nosy questions. Apparently, I looked like I was about to commit suicide or something. Well, while they were rambling on with all their theories, I got bored and left.
ロミちゃん重いよ。
It seemed like the trip had brought everyone closer together. Isn't that a good thing? Though this wasn't really the time to be thinking about such pastoral things. But at sunrise, we'd had to leave this ryokan behind too. Well, for now, it's fine.
あゆちくんだ。
Nita-san, what's going on?
お酒ぐらい飲めるもんねって口にしたまま酔ったみたい。
Guess she's not much of a drinker after all. What's Sakashita doing?
空を見ていたんだよ。
Why are you standing there?
うかつに言葉にしたらまた普通なこと言い出した。普通すぎて普通じゃないとか変なこと言い出すから。
Don't be so wary. It's fine to be futsu, isn't it?
嫌だよ。そう言いながらからかうんだから。
That wasn't my intention. Ja, why don't you share some non-normal thoughts with me?
月を見てどういう普通じゃない感想が出てくるの？でもやってみよう。こんなん出ました。
She turned bright red.
普通じゃないって難しいね。
Yeah, I think you're pretty non-normal already. Why pawn?
なんとなく。あゆちくん？
What is it? She was clearly drunk.
あなたに言いたいことがある。
Hi?
君は以前私が少女だから男女の機微がわからないとか言ってたけどさ。
Letting everyone know, by the way. 待って、皆さん、それは。
どういう会話してるわけ？私だって20年ぐらい生きてきていろんな経験を積みました。
Really? You're doing this now?
それで男の子の気持ちは全然わかりません。
I'll let you know. Everyone has already gone to sleep. We're leaving tomorrow morning. The boat's already prepared.
あの時みたいに行き当たりばったりじゃないということか。
We've grown a little, haven't we? So, are you really coming with me? From here on out, anything could happen. I don't have the luxury of worrying about people's lives, but I wouldn't recommend it.
行くよ。7年前の冒険を終わらせようじゃないか。 君は
Huh?
君はあの後
Let's stop. You've been through a lot too. And I had my share of things as well. After all, in 7 years, anyone would have gone through a lot. Honestly, I can't even remember much of what happened anymore. I've sunk those memories deep into the bottom of the ocean. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to surface myself.
ごめん。
どういうこと？
わからないけど、力になれなくて。
Huh. You've been helpful though. Then and now.
なら、よかった。
Let's not talk about the past. It wasn't anything worth remembering.
そうだね。
ねえ、Romi. What do you want to do in the future?
なんだいきなり。
I said, let's stop talking about the past and talk about the future instead.
将来。
Don't you have anything you want to do?
ないかな。
Nai. It could be anything you want to be.
でも、ないんだ。
Not even a little. The future is going to come whether you like it or not.
そうかな。
That's right. You're different from me after all.
うん。
The future is coming anyway. Don't you have at least one thing you'd like to try?
仮に私に未来があると仮定するなら、やってみたいことがないこともないかな。
By the way, why does she have a mindset that she doesn't want to be anything? It's kind of makes you think moment. Oh? What is it?
やだよ、言わない。言ったら笑うから。
I won't laugh. Wait, is it that embarrassing?
恥ずかしくないけど、君なら笑う。
Like being a florist or something?
花屋の何が恥ずかしいの？
Being a florist isn't embarrassing, but the idea of you doing it would be funny.
ひどい。
So, what is it?
笑わないと約束してくれたら。
I won't laugh. I'm not twisted enough to laugh at someone's dreams.
じー。
Don't give me that suspicious look.
もしも私に未来があるなら。
No, seriously, why is she basically predicating that she really has no future? What does she mean by that? Is she dying as well?
私はお母さんとかやってみたいかもしれない。
Oh, that's cute. That's very cute. I totally understand that. Huh? Huh? どうして? It was so far from what I expected that I couldn't even react. Want to be an okasan? What's up with that? Not like being a kindergarten teacher or something, right?
なんでって、多分私は母の悔いとか願いを叶えてあげたいんだ。
Your okasan's nagai? Nagai? What do you mean?
母は私に言ったんだ。一度私のことを思い出した時、お母さんになってあげられなくてごめんって。
So, that's why. It doesn't really click for me.
なんていうか、それが私にできる母への孝行かもしれないって。ほら、親の叶えられなかった意志を叶えるっていう。
It's dutiful, I guess. But it also feels a bit backwards, honestly.
そう？
But, whatever. It's kind of funny to imagine you having 6 kids. Go for it then.
笑えるかどうかが基準なのかい？
Yeah.
まあ、ちょっとしたフィクションだよ。そもそも私には未来なんて想像できないし、する気もない。
Even so, the future is coming for you. Unlike me.
どうかな。
What is this girl? She's been like this since earlier. She's oddly pessimistic about the future or something. I get it though. The future just comes to you whether you want it or not.
まったく。夜は変な話をしてしまうね。
Well, yeah. I'm heading back to my room. Even if I say that, it's early morning. Nita-san was passed out drunk, face down on the floor. Beside her, Nishino had also fallen asleep at some point. I was about to leave, but I turned my back to Romi. Wait, where is Sakashita? Hey, you should really stop this.
なんだ今さら。
I almost got killed in the Okucho. Well, to be precise, she didn't seem like they meant to kill me, but still, I was threatened in a pretty rough way. It seems like the girl wanted to lure me to the Ecology Research Institute or something. No matter how I think about it, I can only see a dangerous outcome ahead.
それでも、君は行くのかい？
Yeah, I'm going. But I'm hesitant to take you with me there.
ご心配ありがとう。でも大丈夫だよ、私は。
What's with that confidence?
ほら、私って頭いいし。
What kind of story?
君が思っているよりちゃんと考えてるってことだよ。何度も言うけど、私の心配はいらない。君は自分のことだけ考えなよ。
Is it? You're so smart. Just run away if things get dangerous.
そうするよ。
See you later then.
おやすみ。
I went back to my room and lay down. I was troubled. Maybe I shouldn't take Romi with me after all. But honestly, When she said she'd come along, I felt relieved. In the end, it's just like 7 years ago. Back then, I felt a sense of relief when I heard she'd come with me. I'm scared. The place we're heading to tomorrow might hold the fate of everything ending. And I'll have to face it alone. Maybe, just like that, I'll die quietly on that island all by myself. But just like back then, I might end up putting her in danger again. I, ore, orewa. I fell in a short sleep. I set an alarm and woke up at 2 a.m. After preparing, I quietly left the inn. The area was still pitch black. I didn't want to be seen, but apparently it's better to row out to that island at night or just before dawn. When I was a kid, we only arrived there after dark for the same reason. Did you get some sleep?
大丈夫。
All right, let's go before the sun fully rises. I stopped in my tracks. Ahead of us, I saw a small figure standing at the tip of something. It was looking this way. Maybe it noticed my gaze because it suddenly wandered off somewhere else.
どうしたの？
It must be the cat person. Someone was watching us. Was it Marisu? Yeah, the silhouette didn't match. Well, it seems that Suisei Ko wanted me here, so someone might be watching us. I can't afford to worry about every little thing. We boarded the small boat and prepared on the shore. It felt like we were staring out into the universe of stars. Uchi no Hoshi or something. This might be a journey from which I never return. The first humans who set out into space must have had that kind of resolve, right? The sky was vast enough for it. Back then, we set out without fear. We left in the afternoon, but by the time we arrived, it was already night. Stars were shining above the head of two children with tear-stained faces, terrified and feeling so alone. The countless stars sparkling in the sky, and those were the eyes of the girl reflecting them. Maybe back then, I was closer to the sky than I am now. Back then, it felt like if I reached out, I could grab a star. Nowadays, I couldn't possibly feel that romantic. After rowing for about an hour, we reached the island where the ecology research facility was located. The distance that felt so hopeless when I was a child had vanished in just 7 years. The island was completely desolate everywhere we looked. It's an uninhabited island, so that makes sense. However, faint traces of a path where people must have once passed by remained. Or maybe someone is still here. Iko. Following the faint trail, we pushed through the sea of bushes and walked on. Eventually, a gray building came into view. Or rather, it was more like black than gray. It was likely the same building you've seen after the explosion back then, left as a ruin behind. It must have been abandoned for a long time, and the area was completely overgrown, half eaten by vegetation. We walked toward what seemed to be the entrance.
This is 小笠原生態研究所。
Huh. The research facility. I've finally been unable to reach 7 years ago. This is pretty rough.
閉鎖されて随分経つしね。もともとは純粋に原生の動植物を研究するための機関だったらしいね。ただ後に近海に彗星が落下した。いやおうなくこの研究所は彗星が人体や動植物に及ぼす影響に対する研究の最前線に立たされることとなる。研究所の意味合いも全く別のものに変わったんだろう。彗星が人類に及ぼした影響とは何か、彗星病やそれに伴う超能力者の出現、彗星の正体は一体何だったのか。そしてある日、研究所は爆発する。その瞬間に私たちは立ち会っていた。
Well, as a kid, I wouldn't have been able to understand what was going on anyway.
その後、ここはどうなっているんだろう。
As you can see, Mitanatori. It's pretty much a wreck. Mite, Romi. And there are footprints.
本当だ。
It can't be from 7 years ago. Someone has been walking here
こ
recently.
んなところで何をしていたんだろう。扉？
Following the faint footprints, we found ourselves at the tech metal
地
door.
下に続いているみたいだね。
Shuta. I instantly turned
ど
around.
うしたの？
Just now, I heard a voice. You've come, haven't you? I can hear it too.
ううん、私に
You hear
は
it too?
聞こえない。
This voice. Shiguma.
シグマ？
Kyotsukete. They're right there. Them?
シュータ、誰かいるみたいだよ。
Nani? There was a presence. Something was there.
誰？にゃ
Oh, it's the mysterious Neko. Neko. A small shadow came toddling toward us. This Neko. I've seen it before. On the other day, Shiguma had picked it up.
ー。私は猫にゃ。喋った。ただの猫ではない。救世主にゃ。
Wait a second. If she's the Kyuseisha, that means this is Ina. So this is the body that Ina's been controlling? Or Ina was always a cat? What the fuck? Wait, what? What? Wait, what? So the one giving us orders back then was Ina? Literally, Ina's a cat? Or like Ina's controlling a body of a cat? What the fuck? I think no. Ina's controlling the cat. Because in the end of her route, Hotaru, well, everyone's perceiving her as a person, so Hotaru was talking to Romi, so I'm guessing she's controlling the Neko. What are you talking about? Neko? Kyuseisha? Even Romi was less speechless. Another strange one had shown up. I thought Hoshi was waiting for us, but
僭越ながら少々説明をさせていただくにゃ。
this obviously makes sense with why his Oji-san Goda-sensei described Ina Hotaru, the real person, becoming a cat. Neko washed its face with a paw as it spoke. Setsume Tato. No, more importantly, the voice of this since earlier. It's like it's echoing in my head.
かつてこの島の近海に彗星が落ちたにゃ。
So this is Ina herself. Yeah, this is let's consider Ina as a her other personality. She's more of Hotaru doing her Kyuseisha persona. I don't even know anymore.
彗星の正体は隕石などではない。ある情報体のようなものだったにゃ。
Formation entity. Welcome back, Suzumiya Haruhi.
情報体は海の底で生物に擬態し、今もどこかに潜んでいる。その生物とはクジラ。だから私たちはそれをクジラと呼ぶ。彗星、クジラの正体をめぐってあらゆる国や企業がアクションを起こした。そのせいで一時は戦争にまで発展しそうになったほどにゃ。危険を察した首脳は協定を結び、各国同意のもとに派遣された研究チームによって彗星の調査を進めていくことになったにゃ。その拠点となったのがこの生態研究所にゃ。莫大な資本、最先端の技術が投入され、一流の研究者によって彗星の調査が進められた。やがて彗星の正体がおぼろげに見えてくる。それは地球よりもはるかに文明の進んだ星から放たれたノアの箱舟のようなものにゃ。我々には想像も及ばないような知識のすべてが詰め込まれている。もしもそれが解放されれば、この星はめちゃくちゃになるにゃ。箱舟であると同時に、それはとてもとても危険なパンドラの箱にゃ。幸いにもクジラの内部の情報はあまりに高度で、誰にも暗号を解読することはできなかったにゃ。それでも危険には変わりない。我々水星機構は、この島での監視の任務を請け負っている。クジラを狙い続ける勢力を近づけないようにしている。そして、クジラを解放しかねないもの。つまり、世界に危機を招きかねない者がいれば対処している。私の言ってることがわかるはずにゃ。相内シューター。君が手にしようとしている力は君だけでなく、この世界そのものを滅ぼすほど危険なものにゃ。
I don't really understand what you're saying. The Kagi?
とぼけるのは終わりにゃ。相内シューター。君はそれを自覚して、いつだってこの世界に銃口を突きつけて、越に言っていたじゃないか。何食わぬ顔で、人並みに悩みながら生きている風を装って。そのくせ君は、自分の目の前に神にも等しい力に続く扉があるのを知っている。
いつでもそれに手が伸ばせることを。一度はその力を使い、実際に世界を危機に陥れたこともある。それは許されない行為にゃ。世界の敵と言っていい。ここで滅びにゃ。
Ranting on and on about things I couldn't understand. Can you explain it a bit more clearly?
よう、相内。たびたび会うな。
Hoshi, Marisu. Just as you said, I'm here. So what? Are you going to throw me a welcome party?
説明はそこの猫がしてくれたんだろう。以上だ。私からは一つだけだ。死ね。
Hoshi's lunged at me. Even on the Okuja earlier. I couldn't follow her movements with my eyes at all. It wasn't just about being athletic or something like that. Clearly her movements weren't human. Hoshi, are you an overlord?
そうだ。
Overload. You know what? I don't even know what's the right term anymore. It's overload. Overlord. The Suicidebyo, by placing a burden in the brain, also produce rare side effects. Bro, we went through 3 rounds, and one of those rounds straight up already explained what this is, so you don't have to repeat it. It unlocks functions in the brain that ordinary people couldn't handle, granting them powers akin to Chonoryoku. Most of the time, it was just like things like improved memory or heightened senses, nothing too extraordinary. But judging by what I saw, Hoshi's case seemed to involve enhanced physical abilities.
私は香港で生まれた。本名も別にある。
I got your Chinese. I mean, does that? No, not necessarily. Being born in Hong Kong doesn't mean you're Chinese. Or is it? I mean, you could be Japanese born in Hong Kong. Wait a second. Why am I bothering about nationality? It doesn't matter.
幼い頃から私には疑問だったよ。
What's the connection with anyway, Hong Kong? Anyway.
なんで周りの連中はこんなにとろいんだろうなって。なんで私はこんなに細い腕で難なくプロレスラーみたいな大男を倒せるんだろうって。私は無意識のうちに自らの身体能力を極限まで引き出す方法を知っていた。
It's like rewrite under Guardians. Anyway.
そして世間は次第に私を恐れ排斥しようとした。私の居場所は率直に私の力が利用できる血生臭い構想の世界にしかなかった。構想の果てに死ぬか、力の使いすぎで廃人となるか。どん詰まりだった私の前に水星機構のエージェントを名乗る男が現れたよ。
あなたの力を機構のために役立ててほしい。
Oh, it's that one guy from Visual Arts has this one VA that there's that one guy.
私たちはあなたに居場所と役目と、そして安全を提供できるでしょう。
気候での暮らしはそれまでの生活に比べればはるかに居心地が良かったよ。
So, you're grateful enough to kill people on command.
悪いが私はお前を人とは思っていない。
Then what am I?
兵器だ。
Suddenly, an explosion cut out Hoshi's lengthy monologue. Hoshi stopped moving and turned around.
有村ロミか。
Wait. What do you mean she caused an explosion? What is Romi doing? It sounded like a gunshot. She has a fucking gun. Eh? What do you have there?
拳銃コルトディフェンダー。
Man, she's backing. Holy shit, Romi. Holy shit, Romi backing. Holy shit. What does a quote dependent look like? Sounded like a revolver sound effect. Colt Defender. Well, it is a handgun. 1911. It's a mini 1911. Oh. Very expensive one. Like, you can buy typically priced around 1,149 and 1,300. I don't know. Sorry. Lately, ever since after Resident Evil Requiem, I've been looking a lot into guns, and I don't know why. It's so weird. Every time before I would go to sleep, I've been watching gun videos for some reason. This the past month. I fucking hate the RSH-12. Anyway, let's go. I figured as much. But where did you get something like that?
チャットの知り合い。
I just knew this guy from chat. What kind of context are you chatting
こ
with?
ういう展開はある程度予測できたよ。だったら準備は必要だろう。私だってただ能天気についてきたわけじゃない。
Without changing her expression, Romi pulled the trigger. Man. Badass. Romi's so badass as a fucking gun. Along with the dry sound, I saw Hoshi's hair fluttering in the air.
大したものだな。さっきからの威嚇射撃、ほとんど狙い通りのところに打ち込んでいるな。確かに準備をしてきたわけか。だが最初の一発を遠慮なく私にぶち込んでおくべきだったな。私を仕留めるなら千載一遇のチャンスだったぞ。
Teleports behind you. In an instant, Hoshi had moved behind Romi. Teleports behind you, attack. Nothing personal, kid.
お前の向けるチャチな銃なんかより100倍恐ろしい相手と私は渡り合ってきたんだよ。悪いな、有村。
Romi!
普通の人間に私の動きを追うことはできない。さて、相打ち、続きをしようか。
It's a bluff.
何？
If you wanted to kill me, you would have done it the Okaja earlier. You're just trying to intimidate me and extract something from me. If you wanted to kill me quickly, you wouldn't have gone through the trouble luring me here. You're not going to kill me.
まっとうな推理だが、悪いが私が受けている命令はこの場所まで連れ出してから。お前をここまで連れてきた理由は私も知らん。
Obviously, they're trying to lure him to use the Kagi or something.
ただ私は命令通り殺すだけだ。屋上で見逃したからといって期待をしないでくれ。胸が痛む。
If I had dodged, my neck would have been completely sliced open. This girl is serious. She's trying to kill me. Am I going to die? And by this incomprehensible girl with a knife at my neck? Scattered with blood, writhing in agony. Pitifully. Tasukete. Before I knew it, I was running.
つくづく愚かなやつだな。有村、ロミ。
Damn, she's still packing heat.
今度は威嚇じゃなかったね。
前。待て、相打ちシューター。
放っておくにゃ。どうせ島からは逃げられない。殺すのはいつでもできる。少々彼を観察するとするにゃ。
誰か助けて。 いないの? I collapsed to the ground. どういうこと? What the hell is this? Damn! Why did I even come to a place like this? I couldn't stay in the city any longer. Desperate for anything. But why did I just wander in such a dangerous place? Am I an idiot? It's always been like this. Building up my own selfish delusions, acting on them so recklessly, and then crashing and burning. If it were just embarrassment, that'll be one thing. But now, I'm almost losing my life. Should I run? What about Romi? I left her behind. When I tried to escape, there was a gunshot. The fact Hoshi isn't chasing me is probably thanks to Romi. And yet, I left her behind and ran away. What else could I do? They're after me. They might not harm Romi. But will she even make it out unscathed? What can I do about it? What do I do? There's no way to contact the Keisetsu or anyone else. Even if I could, it's not like this is something the state can handle. That much even I understand. Maybe I should have left a note for others telling them where to go. Yeah, because that just dragged them into this. Is there really nothing I can do but stand here and wait? Maybe if I just stay still, things might turn for the better. It's like the sudden, unexpected misfortune fell out of nowhere. It wouldn't be strange if it just stopped suddenly. Eventually, night broke. Day broke. I stopped thinking for a while and just held my breath as I waited for time to pass. I was praying for something to happen. For someone or something to save me.
戻らなくていいの？彼女は君のためにこんなところまでついてきたんだよ。
I don't know. I told her to stop. She must have had her own reasons. I'm grateful, but she's hiding something from me. It doesn't seem like it's purely for my sake.
じゃあ、彼女は何のためにここまでしてくれるんだろう。
Why would she go this far for me? What, by the way, are we talking to the cat? What did she want it to you? She knew deep down that she wouldn't save me. She couldn't save me. But this summer, she worked tirelessly to keep me alive. What was her ultimate goal? There's no way I could understand someone else's feelings.
だから、どうでもいい？わからないから、どうでもいい？
And this doesn't not matter. I wanted to know what Romi, or rather what she was really thinking. I want to know more. That's why I had that conversation with her last night. I wanted to understand her. Why she was working so hard for me. If there's anything I could do for her, what would it be? But what can I even do? Against someone like a bakemono.
あなたならできます。
Shiguma. So, you're still here. I thought you disappeared in the coin. Shiguma was standing before me, her figure hazy and indistinct.
今は目の前の敵を倒すのです。
House. How?
あなたはわかるはずです。あなたは一度それをしている。いいえ。
Oops.
あなたには見えているはず。それが。
Wait, let me. We kind of missed what it replied. I double clicked. That was unintentional. Okay. Oh, that was also unintentional, by the way.
そして、あなたはもっと見ることができるはずです。
That's right. I could see it. Right in front of me, a large kajero was visible, close enough to touch it if I reached out. If I wanted to, I could connect with it. And there was knowledge back within, knowledge that transcended all imagination and dimensions. I could choose what I needed from it and take it into my hands. Sumari, the power to break through. I reached out into an unknown world. Arimura Romi. Survive, and I want to know a little more about you.
Hmm. 意外だな。自分から来るとは。
I'm surprised too that Romi isn't being tortured. Romi was just lying on the ground, unmoving. At a glance, there were no visible injuries.
シュータ、なんで戻ってきたの？
拷問とはな。私を何だと思っているんだ？そんな意味のないことはしないさ。有村ロミは私の心臓を撃とうと思えば撃てた。超人的な身体能力が笑うな。私は2度も決定的なチャンスを握られたんだ。このチビには驚かされる。それで交渉でもしに来たか？それなら期待しない方が。
Excuse me. Damn it, I'm sneezing. Wait, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a jacket or something. Maybe it's too cold. Okay, I'm back. In 30 minutes, I will take a break to have dinner. And while I was thinking, because I ended up doing some chores a little, then Messiah, Kyuseisha, Neko, Hotaru, or Ina was watching Aichi, right? And she didn't do a thing, so what was that about? Anyway. I'm not here to negotiate. I came to kill you all.
なんだって。今さらお前に何ができる？
Hey. Hey. Are you an idiot? Did you forget what I just said? You're the one who called me a weapon, aren't you?
何？
Hi. Ah!
屋上の時と一緒にゃクジラに接続したにゃ。この力、そこまでクジラに近づいていたとは。
お前、すぐ殺せ！
やってみろ。
近づけない。バカだ。
Oh no, my alarm exploded from the scene. The power of the Kujira cannot be underestimated.
ちらの力
What is he doing? Is he just aura farming and she can't get close to him? What the fuck is he doing exactly?
そのほんの片鱗でしかないにゃ。
大丈夫、ロミ。
相打ち
Why is that a weird way to shout that line? I noticed she had some hesitation saying his name.
星
なんだ
もうやめるにゃ。もう十分にゃ。
何が十分だ見ての通りこいつは危険だ即刻抹殺するべきだ
I know it. Q-Station is just randomly just like observing him.
ミコから通信が入った。
ミコか
見極めはできたにゃ。相内秀太は果たしてどっちなのか。世界の脅威になり得るのか、あるいは我々の味方になり得るのか。そしてそれを見極めるためにこの島に呼んだにゃ。命が危険にさらされれば人間全てをさらけ出すものにゃ。そして私の目を通してミコは全てを見て今裁定を下したにゃ。彼は一度はそこの少女を見捨てたにゃ。けれど戻ってきて力を使ってマリスに立ち向かっているにゃ。彼の心は不安定に揺れ動きながらも仲間を助けるために力を手に入れようとしている。相内秀太、君はやはり危険にゃ。世界の敵にゃ。世界を救うために君には消えてもらうにゃ。
So, you're just doing the same thing you've been doing this whole time. Stop interrupting the match every 5 seconds.
いや、違うにゃ。ミコからの使命が下った以上、私は徹底的に君を殲滅する必要がある。
Completely? Senmetsu? You're really something else.
下がっているにゃ、マリス。
いや私がやる
無理にゃ。いくら君が超人的な身体能力を持っていたとしても、今の彼は常識では測れない。心臓を一突きしても生きている可能性があるにゃ。やるなら完全に殲滅する必要があるにゃ。相内秀太、どうやっても君はここで滅ぶべきにゃ。そうしないと世界が終わるにゃ。ここまで来たら念には念を入れて全て殲滅するにゃ。
Senmetsu?
自信
Me? A deep rumbling sound, like the ground shaking, echoed. What is this noise?
おいまさかあれを起動させたのか
そうにゃ。
What the hell did you do?
外に出てお顔見てみればいい。ここからでも見えるはずにゃ。
The hell?
シュータ行ってみよう。
Are you sure you're okay?
それより急ごう。嫌な予感がする。
We stepped out of the laboratory and looked toward the hill at the edge of the island. The hill, slightly higher than the surrounding area, was meticulously fortified like a fortress. And from one corner of it, smoke was rising. Something was staring, glaring at the sky. Sara. The silhouette, like something they've seen in user boards of movies, felt oddly unreal when it was right before their eyes. That's possible. A missile, wasn't it? They didn't know where it came from or what its capabilities were. What was clear was that it was clearly about to launch, already activated. That thing couldn't possibly be a stick buried in the ground and there. What on earth would it even shoot at? No way.
表向きは無人の島にゃが、 ここには各国のスパイをはじめ国籍不明のテロリストまで様々侵入してくることがある。
They're gonna blow up the whole island, I guess.
悪人どもに万が一この島にある秘密が力が渡った時に備えて島には全てを焼却して無に返すためのミサイルが常備されているにゃ。もしもお前がクジラの力を得て手に負えない何かになりそうならこれを使えと巫女には言われているにゃ。この島に生きる者を全て塵とするように。
What the hell is that? What's been going on? Who's this Miko you keep talking about? What are you all planning? Do you really want to erase me that badly?
そうにゃ。
That's it, huh? Do you realize what this means? The entire island will be wiped out, right? What about Hoshi? What about your comrades?
仲間なんていうセンチメンタルな間柄ではないにゃ。まあおそらく星の超人的能力があればどうにかできるにゃ。どうにかできないときはそれもしょうがないにゃ。世界のためには犠牲はつきものにゃ。
You are insane.
だとしても君ほどじゃないにゃ。
Nani?
これも世界のためにゃ。私は救世主にゃ。
Yeah, that's Ina. That's Ina's schism.
発射されるまであと1分にゃ。それでは私は失礼するにゃ。
She disappeared? What the hell? Oh, that is Ina. So the cat is her projection. I get it now. Okay, yeah, it really is.
私の本体はここにはいないにゃ。ここにいる私は思念を通じて現れた幻影でしかない。相内秀太、すべては君が引き起こしたことだということを覚えておいてほしい。
Hey! I looked up at the missile, roaring as it ascended. If that was going to wipe out this entire island, there's no way I could just head to the shore, paddle a boat, and make it work. 1 minute. By the time I reach the shore, it'll be over. Seriously. There's nothing I can do. Romi, can't you use your so-called wisdom to fix this?
ごめん。私にはどうにもできない。
やれ。
観念するしかないかもね。それが私みたいなチンチクリンというのは申し訳ないけど。
You're giving up way too easily, aren't you?
どうしようもないならジタバタはしない。
Is it? There's nothing I can do? Soon the missile will launch and will turn to dust.
結局君を助けられなかったね。
Are you trying to save me? I just felt like there was something else you were after.
あった。君の言う通りだよ。最終的に私は君を助けられるとは思ってなかった。
Oh, and here we are with such a big confession. So, what was your real goal?
もういいんだ。
Is it?
シュータ、ごめんね。
Huh?
7年前、あの後君に会いに病院まで行ったんだ。だけど私にはどうすることもできなかった。私は君に助けてもらってばかりなのに何もしてあげられなかった。
What are you talking about? Even at this point, she's such a strange person. You're surprisingly dumb, huh? Do you have any idea how much I appreciated you? Probably not, though. Is there really any way to stop the missile? Shuta. If it were you, Yeah, I guess so. I'd. I crouched down beside the slumped Romi and gently placed my hand on her head. Nah. I've been thinking. You said last night that you wanted to be our Kasan, right?
今その話あれは
I think in a way it'll be fine. But first, you'll have to become a girl. What did they mean by this? Are they in 1 minute that they're gonna do something? Sumari, fall in love. Interact with people. Not my line, but light up the town. You've been talking about others a lot, but you're not doing anything for yourself at all.
私はダメだよ。ちんちくりんだし。なんで笑うの？おかしくなったの？
So, even you had those ordinary human insecurities, huh? That's already pretty girly.
女の子っぽくなんてないよ。
Don't say that. You got a cute side to you, you know.
なに？こんな時に何なの？
I thought it for a while. You're not just smart. You're a good person, and I'm sure you'll find someone great. I guarantee it. The fact is... I'm in love with you.
え？
I cupped Romi's head in my palm. Her head was small. Inside this head, there exists a universe. It was as profound and mysterious as the one that stretches above us. When did it start? This summer, when I began to think about such things. I wanted to know. I wanted to touch her. I wanted to protect it. You can't understand people's feelings, but I've come to believe that they're precious. Or maybe that's something so obvious. You notice it naturally if you live normally. Though, late to the party, this summer, I was able to realize that. Because I was reunited with her. Or maybe because I got to meet everyone again. Then right now, for the sake of protecting someone important, give me strength. I knew it. I had that power. But if I used that power, first, to rooftop. Just a glimpse of it earlier made me think my body might fall apart. The overwhelming information possessed by the Kajira, an unknown power it creates, is far too dangerous to handle with a physical body. If I were to fully open that circuit, at that moment, I would probably... Even so, if there's no other way, then I had to do it. It's far more advantageous than just sitting here and waiting for the end. Isn't that very logical? I'm doing something truly like me. Shuta.
いいのですか、シュータ。それほどの力を使えば、あなたがどうなるか。
Even if I wait like this, it'll just end anyway. There's only one thing left to do. Humans are far too weak to see the truth. But in mind and body, we're trapped in these limited bodies. This summer we walk, met someone and fell in love. Because I didn't want to die. I wanted to connect with someone. It's surely because we had these physical bodies. Now I'm about to throw that away. I always thought that this was something I could discard anytime. But now it feels like a great loss. The idea of not wanting to die is something I can't give up on. The desire to connect with someone, I can't let go of that either. It's so lonely. Even so, this is the end point. Time to say goodbye to this damn world and my damn body. Gate. Open. Ah!
シュータ。
Ah! Ah! So, son, I wanted to grasp the truth in your place, but I never even properly understood the feelings of a small girl. Gomenne. The missile soared high into the sky. I stared at it intently and raised my hand. It's fine. I can do this. Close your eyes. I release everything. In an instant, the searing pain surged through my entire body.
「バカなミサイルを迎撃した？めちゃくちゃにゃ。これがクジラの力、相打ち、シュータの力。自らの体を燃やしてまでミサイルを止めるとは。予想以上に彼はクジラと結びついていたにゃ。やはり彼はいつでも扉を開けることができた。ミコの決断は正しかったにゃ。マリス、逃げなかったのかにゃ？
興味があった。その気になれば10秒あれば脱出はできる。クジラを釣り上げることはできなかったが、差し当たっての脅威である相打ちシュータは消滅。とりあえずの目的は果たされた。といったところか。
ああ、世界は救われたにゃ。さて、私は帰ろう。長時間こうしているのも疲れるにゃ。マリス？ヘリを呼ぶにゃ？
いや、いい。私は一人で帰るとする。
観光でもしていくのかにゃ？
頼まれ事がある。
そうにゃ？では私は帰るにゃ。
Bro died for our sins.
お前、いつまでここにいるつもりだ？
シュータが燃えてしまった。
そうだ。お前を守るために制御できない力を取り込んでミサイルを消滅させ、自らも焼け消えた。実感は湧かないかもしれないが、目の前で起こったことだ。受け入れろ。帰れ。お前の命もまた崖っぷちにあったことを忘れるな。それを相打ちが救ったんだ。その命を大事にしろ。これを見ろ。相打ちからの手紙だ。昨日奴から預かったものだ。ここを出ろ。他の連中のもとへ帰れ。そしたらこれをくれてやる。
うん、帰る。
じゃあな。もう会うこともないだろう。さらばだ、有村ロミ。
ロミちゃん、朝になったらいなくなってたからみんな心配してたんだよ。それで相内はどうしてるの？
Damn.
ロミちゃん、
Damn.
何かあった？シュータが相内がどうかしたの？私は助けられなかった。シュータは必死だったんだ。私は知っていた。彼は本当は誰よりも生きたかった。もっと誰かと一緒にいろんなことをしたくて、学園生活を楽しみたかった。素直になれなくて、私に似ていて頑張っている姿に私は救われたんだ。シュータが私を救ってくれたんだ。だから私も救いたかったのに。なのに私はダメだった。ごめんシュータ。ロミちゃん、どういうこと？
ロミエ。船の中でこの手紙を書いている。これから俺に何が起こるかわからない。いきなりぶっ倒れて死んでしまうかもしれない。それじゃあさすがにお前に悪い気がして、何かを書き残そうと思った。俺はいざとなったら悪あがきをするかもしれないが、今は不思議と気持ちが静かだ。悪くない夏だったからだと思う。生きてきて一番悪くなかった。唯一の親友に再会できた。そいつは俺のことを忘れていなかった。そして俺のために一緒に戦ってくれた。嬉しかった。ロミ、お前がいてくれたおかげで俺は今こんなにも気持ちが満たされている。俺に何があったとしても、お前に俺が何も後悔していないことを、心から感謝をしていることを書き残しておきたかった。ありがとう。
ささやかだけど愛おしい日々、淡く優しい色、始まりの日も空を見てた、横顔を今も覚えてる。 一番綺麗じゃなくていいかな君へ願い星届いて忘れないあの夏の日何も言えずにただ君を見つめていた聞こえるよ呼吸の音響く胸いっぱい描いた隣にいられる世界どうかこのままで
All right, that is Romi's route. For obvious reasons, Grand route's next. Damn. Yeah. Damn. To be or not. To be or not be? Anyway. All right, I'm gonna end it here. How coincidental that within that 30-minute span, we were able to finish Romi's route. I am gonna get started with the grand route after I eat dinner. So, hope you're looking forward to the upload after this one. So I'm still continuing, considering grand routes next. It's such a shame though. Like, now we know that straight up Hotaru / Ina or whatever she is is the cat, and yeah. I still wonder who exactly is the Miko, unless technically no. My understanding is the Neko is literally Ina, because she did mention that she's capable of her real body's not there. So what exactly who's the Miko then? I'm just curious what's happening now. I'm pretty sure the grand route will start out going through like what happened 7 years ago. It's amazing that her Romi's route doesn't have any Shin, so dude, that's how you know it's take it really seriously. And yeah, they obviously let it in a sad note so you could be like excited to read the grand route. Anyway, that's it for Romi's route. I'm gonna have dinner and then I'm gonna get started with grand route. I'll be uploading this while I'm eating dinner and all. Anyway, I hope you guys are watching, and I'll see you guys in the grand route. Ciao.
曜日の夜にお一人ですか？まったく情けないですね、兄さん。